Oh, what's crack-a-lack and Challenger? Welcome to the new fish room. I'm gonna walk through all of the aquariums and also all the different changes that I've made. This is more of a construction or update video. I have some big changes that are gonna be awesome, so stay to the end of the video. I'll catch you there. Oh. Alright, so here is the fish room, and as you can see, there have been quite a few changes since my last couple of videos. I'm gonna kind of walk through the entire fish room. I'm gonna show not just the fish tanks, but the other things like the desk and whatever. Also, I do have an update on the ceiling. I know in like every video I film in this room and I show the ceiling, I hate it. I really hate just looking at the insulation and all the like the industrial stuff, because the ceiling is not finished while the floor is finished and the walls are basically finished. The ceiling's the only thing that's missing, but I have some exciting news on that front. I actually talked to a contractor and he's gonna be helping me install a ceiling. I think it's gonna be great because we'll finally have it enclosed and I won't have to like hide and not film like this. So basically everything's just gonna be covered with white ceiling. I've already done something like this in the back room. This is the drywall ceiling, and it can basically look the same, which is gonna be dope. But let's focus on some of these fish tanks. So you might have noticed the stands are a little bit different, like a lot different. For all of my aquarium stands, I use cinder blocks, and that's what these are. But I decided to paint them black, and by painting them black, they look really cool. Instead of having that industrial, like, cinder block concrete look, the black just makes it look great, especially when the lights are off. And underneath here, there used to be an empty space, but I decided to fill that up, and I decided to use styrofoam. So I got some styrofoam when I opened my desk, and with the leftover, I decided to just paint it black and cut it to size. So instead of having an empty void underneath the aquarium, I can cover it up with this styrofoam, and it looks great. I still need to cut this one down to size, and also I need to do a second coat because there are still some open spots, but I just wanted it to dry. So yeah, the stands are gonna be amazing. I also painted all the wood black, and again, I do need to do a second coat to make sure that it's finished, but it looks great, and it has a lot of nice contrast against the aquariums. I'm also going to be getting a background for this aquarium in the near future. I do have the new light installed, and it's been working great. I also installed a little bit of a tape skirt, and what this does is it prevents light from leaking out. Before I put this little skirt on there, a lot of the light would just be shining into the room, and it was really distracting. So I put this little piece of tape here with some reflective foil, and it just directs all the light from the light down into the aquarium, so none of it goes out into the room, which I really like. And the reason I went with styrofoam was because I just wanted to recycle and not have to throw away that styrofoam. Also, the styrofoam was very easy to cut. I just had to use a knife instead of like a saw blade or something, so I like that as well. They are currently just taped on and glued on behind, so if I need to access any of the stuff behind these, I can just rip it out and just tape it back on. But let's look at some of these aquariums. As you can see, the infestation has happened again. I hate that this keeps happening, but at the same time, I can't just throw these plants away. This plant in particular is guppy grass, and if I were to sell all this, that could be like 50 bucks. I'll probably just give it to my local pet store, but I really like the plant because it helps my guppies have babies, and there's probably like 50 baby guppies in this aquarium. Like, I'm not even kidding, there are so many in this fish tank. Adults, babies, it's just ridiculous. And just look at how healthy all these floating plants are. I just can't throw them away. This is a problem. I know it's a problem. One thing I was thinking about doing is moving my tortoise enclosure that's down there, and it's kind of nighttime. I'm actually filming this video at 10 o'clock at night, so that is why the lights are off. But I was thinking about moving my tortoise enclosure somewhere else and then putting some styrofoam underneath here so it'd all be closed off and you won't see underneath that aquarium. I'm not sure. Comment down below if I should do that. Also, for my tortoise enclosure, I bought this little humidifier, and what this does is add more moisture to the tortoise enclosure, and that helps it be able to get moisture and be healthy. But her name is Princess Bowser. I named her after the Nintendo games because it's just a funny name and I really like it. I made a lid for this aquarium. I used the poster frame from a Walmart poster. I didn't like how glossy it was with the acrylic, so I removed the acrylic, and it was the perfect dimensions to fit right on top of my 40-gallon aquarium. All I had to do is cut a small section and then tape it on. So now it's just connected to this, so whenever I need to put plants in here or fish, it's just easy to remove. And this aquarium has been cycling for the past couple of months, and it's almost ready for fish. So yeah, this is my sofa. I got rid of the beanbag chair. It's currently in the back room, just because I feel like the sofa looks better also with the carpet. But yeah, and I also have like glow lights on the wall. I love it all. And over here, I have a shelf. I'm not sure if I want to keep this shelf here or put it in the back room. I really like it. It really just has a bunch of random stuff on here. I need to organize this, but I'm thinking about putting some animals on here. This is where my 3-gallon aquarium cube is currently resting. In the future, I might have some terrariums, maybe for some millipedes or other animals. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think. And then this is a grow tent. I was thinking about keeping some plants in here because I do have an aquaponics setup, and I'm thinking about possibly putting them in this little tent, and that way they'll be able to grow and I'll be able to keep the humidity proper for them. So that might be something in an upcoming video. Now, one thing I do need your help with is what should I paint the walls? I like them black, but I was thinking about painting them white, and I actually bought white paint because I might be using it for the other room, but I'm thinking about possibly doing a change where this wall becomes white. I've done some research on what I should paint it. The thing is, black walls kind of make things look a little bit smaller and a little bit darker, and they don't look that good apparently. Also, when I'm filming videos, it's kind of bad because I wear a lot of dark colors, so I kind of blend into the walls, and I don't really know if I like that. Now, the other thing with white walls, like this wall used to be white, I painted a little bit of an orange stripe. If I were to do a white wall, it might make the room look brighter and a little bit bigger, but it might not look the best when I'm behind the camera, so I'm not entirely sure. And with the black, it makes the aquariums look really good, so if I turn off the basement light, the aquariums really stand out against the dark wall. So I've just been thinking a lot about this. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this because, I mean, I've really been thinking about this and I'm not sure what I should do. I will be painting this door soon. I'm definitely gonna have to paint it because I really don't like the wood look because it doesn't really fit into the walls. So if I keep the walls black, I'm gonna paint the door black. But if I paint the walls white, I'll have to paint the door white. This is kind of getting annoying. This is so hard for me to decide. Oh yeah, by the way, this is my new desk. I filmed a video here last time on Challenge the Wild, so I can set the camera up right here and sit in my chair and film. I also might be setting up a camera rig over here, so I'll be able to film in front of my aquariums. But it'll be nice once the ceiling's installed, so I'll be able to have wider shots, and I won't have to like angle the camera down. And I also might get better lighting, different lighting, so it'll be brighter down here. I mean, it's really bright in person, but I guess when I'm filming, it looks a little dark on the screen. I'm not sure if that's how it actually looks on camera. But yeah, it's really coming along. So now that I'm sitting on my chair behind the desk, this is a little empty space that I'm considering possibly building a shelf. That I'll be able to keep some more animals or maybe a small aquarium. I am also considering possibly putting a little container or a little dirt patch, and that way I'll be able to catch my tortoise during the day and put her in that little dirt box so she'll be closer to me during the day, and then I'll be able to just move her back into her regular enclosure where she can sleep and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. It'll be kind of nice to have her a little bit closer to me. And if I decide to get some other pets, because there is a pet convention coming to my city. I believe it's like April 20 something. So I might be picking up a new animal there. I'm not sure. It is something I've wanted for a while. I'm gonna keep it a secret, but I am very excited. Oh yeah, another thing is I might be doing more live streams in the fish room just because with the new setup, I'm able to have a camera mounted over here, and that way my fish tanks are in the background, and I think it'll look amazing. So make sure when you're subscribed that you have the notifications on so you get notified whenever I go live on YouTube. So that's all the updates for now. Right now, I'm really focusing on this aquarium. I'm going to be planting this soon, and I'm also going to be getting some new fish for it. I'm really happy because the Malaysian driftwood that I added really didn't leak out that much tannins. I've only had to do about 1 or 2 water changes on this aquarium, which is great, and that's why the water is like crystal clear. I love it. So once I get a background on here, it's also going to be great because these little Christmas lights are kind of in the way. I spent a lot of time down here and I was doing some research, and apparently when you're in a spot that you really like or an environment that you really like, it actually helps with your brain. It makes you happier, it makes you more productive. So when I'm down here doing homework or editing videos, it's really nice to just look over at my fish tanks. Like, let me show you. So this is me, like imagine I'm doing homework right now. I can just like look over right here and I get a look at this aquarium, and it's really nice. And I'm able to get 2 angles, this angle as well as this angle in my view. And let's say I'm doing homework, I get bored, I can just turn around. And I have all these guys, and I'll tell you, these angelfish have become a little bit aggressive. They always come very close to the aquarium whenever I go by here, and it's been kind of annoying. Like, I kind of get intimidated because, like, look at this behavior. I don't know if they want food or if they're mad at me. Sometimes they get mad. And I have seen some chasing between them, so it's a little concerning, and I have to keep an eye on it because obviously I don't want any of my fish to get hurt, but look at her. Alright Challenger, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my last video when I reviewed little betta fish tanks. Please never put your betta fish in a small aquarium. At least get an aquarium this large, a 3-gallon. This is like the minimum for a betta fish. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, fam. Peace. Wow.